The rumors are over. Melody Penalver, former contestant of La Isla de las Tentaciones, has broken her silence and finally clarified the alleged relationship with Carlos Alcaraz. For some time now, the Mercian has been romantically linked to various celebrities, but he has never spoken about his private life. However, this time it is Melody who has stepped up to address the speculation and has made it clear what her real connection with the Spanish tennis player is. Was there ever anything between them? Where did this rumor come from? Stay until the end because the influencer has told the whole truth. And her response has surprised many. Since Carlos Alcaraz became a global tennis star, his personal life has sparked much curiosity, especially regarding his romantic relationships. Until now, the only confirmed relationship of the Mercian was with Maria Gonzalez Jimenez, also a tennis player and his girlfriend until 2021. From that point on, Alcaraz's name has been linked to several public figures, such as singers Anamina and Aitana, as well as French tennis player Lola Mercandel. However, one of the most talked about rumors linked him to Melody Penalver, the influencer who gained fame after her time on La Isla de las Tentaciones. The first signs of this supposed romance emerged in 2023, when journalist Laura Fa claimed on the video podcast And Todas las Salsas that Alcaraz was obsessed with Melody and that they had met several times. However, no evidence of this relationship was ever confirmed, and the topic remained in the air. Until now. 2 years after those rumors, Melody has spoken about the matter for the first time. During her attendance at the Mindway Awards, the influencer was asked by the media, and her response was as clear as it was blunt. Yes, that was a rumor because it's nothing more than a rumor. I don't know where it came from, honestly. Penalver assured that she has never had any contact with Alcaraz, not even through social media, and that they have never met in person. She also explained that she believes the rumor emerged simply because both are connected to the Murcia region, which led some people to make mistaken connections. I swear to you, the only link I can find is that we are both from Murcia. But I have never seen that person physically, really, no joke. With these statements, any kind of relationship between Melody Penalver and Carlos Alcaraz is completely ruled out. The influencer has sought to put an end to the matter once and for all, making it clear that there is nothing between them, nor has there ever been. The unexpected elimination of Carlos Alcaraz at the Miami Open continues to shake up the tournament. His early loss to David Goffin not only knocked him out of the title race but also completely opened up his section of the draw, benefiting one man in particular, Grigor Dimitrov. The Bulgarian, who already shone in Miami Gardens in 2024 by reaching the final, entered this year's tournament with more doubts about his form. However, what seemed like a difficult path changed completely with Alcaraz's elimination, allowing him to progress more easily in the tournament. A highly anticipated clash between the Spaniard and Dimitrov in the round of 16 was expected, but Goffin's victory disrupted the plans, and the Bulgarian ended up facing a much more manageable opponent, Brandon Nakashima. This turn of events was a gift for Dimitrov, who took full advantage of it. If he had to struggle in the third round against Karen Khachanov, winning in 3 sets with tense moments, his task in the round of 16 was much easier. Instead of facing Alcaraz, he met Nakashima, a young and talented player but lacking the experience for high-stakes matches in tournaments of this magnitude. Dimitrov played a smart match, avoiding unnecessary risks and taking advantage of the court speed to impose his game. Without making a spectacle but with great security and solidity, the Bulgarian controlled the tempo and neutralized Nakashima's attempts to take the initiative. In the first set, the key moment came in the 9th game, when Dimitrov secured a crucial break that allowed him to close the set 6-4. Without major errors and playing with experience, he put himself in a great position to seal the match. The second set followed a similar script. Both players held serve until the 11th game when the Bulgarian struck again with another decisive break that tilted the balance in his favor. With a 7-5 finish, Dimitrov sealed his place in the quarterfinals convincingly and without much struggle. Now, the Bulgarian awaits the winner of the match between Casper Ruud and Francisco Cerundolo, which will be another important test for him. His path in Miami has taken a dramatic turn due to Alcaraz's elimination, and now he has a golden opportunity to replicate his success from last year and re-enter the title race. Alcaraz's defeat has not only affected his ranking in ATP aspirations but has also changed the fate of other players. And without a doubt, Grigor Dimitrov has been one of the biggest beneficiaries. Carlos Alcaraz has missed another chance to close the gap with Jannik Sinner, both in the ATP rankings and in prize money earnings. Even though the Italian is still serving a 3-month doping suspension and has been unable to compete in Indian Wells or Miami, his dominance over Alcaraz remains intact, and in fact, the gap between them has widened. The rivalry between Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz has been one of the most captivating storylines in men's tennis over the past few years. Both players have rapidly risen through the ranks, establishing themselves as the leading figures of the sport's next generation. While Novak Djokovic continues to compete at an elite level, there is a growing sense that the transition of power is underway, with Alcaraz and Sinner positioned as the primary successors to the legendary Big Three. Their battles on court have already delivered some unforgettable moments, and their contrasting styles, Alcaraz's explosive athleticism and creativity versus Sinner's clinical precision and relentless baseline game, have only added to the intrigue of their rivalry. Heading into the 2025 season, many expected Alcaraz to seize the opportunity presented by Sinner's 3-month suspension and make a significant push for the top spot in the ATP rankings. The American hardcourt swing, particularly the Masters 1000 events in Indian Wells and Miami, seemed like the perfect stage for the Spaniard to solidify his dominance. With Sinner absent from the tour, Alcaraz had a golden chance to gain an edge in both the rankings and the prize money race. However, things did not go according to plan, and his underwhelming performances have left him searching for answers as the season progresses. However, reality has been quite different. Alcaraz fell in the Indian Wells semifinals to Jack Draper and then suffered an early elimination in Miami against David Goffin. 2 unexpected losses prevented him from gaining crucial points in the race for the world number 1 ranking and also cost him the opportunity to overtake Sinner in another important classification, the highest career prize money earnings. Despite not playing in March, Sinner has maintained his advantage in prize money earnings. He currently ranks 8th on the all-time ATP list with $39,389,088 in accumulated winnings. Alcaraz, who had the chance to surpass him with a Miami title, remains at $38,804,003, allowing Sinner to stay ahead in this financial battle. While this difference isn't massive, the problem for Alcaraz is that he won't have another chance to close the gap until Sinner returns to competition. With the Italian scheduled to return at the Rome Masters 1000 in May, Carlitos knows that his only option is to maximize his earnings in Monte Carlo and Barcelona, though those events do not offer prize money comparable to the hardcourt Masters 1000 tournaments. This puts additional pressure on the Spaniard to perform well on clay, a surface where he has historically excelled but which also presents its own challenges. The situation is particularly frustrating for Alcaraz because, with Sinner sidelined due to his suspension, this was the perfect opportunity for him to consolidate his position at the top of the ATP rankings and in the prize money race. However, his early exits in Indian Wells and Miami have made it impossible for him to capitalize on his rival's absence. Now, instead of closing the gap, he finds himself in a position where he must play catch-up once again. Alcaraz's performances on clay will be crucial in determining whether he can turn things around. The Monte Carlo Masters, Barcelona Open, Madrid Open, and Roland Garros provide him with significant opportunities to add valuable points and earnings, but the competition will be fierce. Players like Novak Djokovic, Daniil Medvedev, and even Rafael Nadal, if healthy, will be formidable obstacles. Now the big question is, can Alcaraz regain ground during the clay court swing? Or will we see Sinner return even stronger and extend his dominance over the Mercian? The battle is far from over, but for now, the Italian remains the big winner of 2025. Without playing a single match in March,